So I just recently discovered that my G.I. Joe Classified Series Outback figure order from Target was cancelled. So it's really an amusing thing that once again that figure is an elusive thing to get or take hold of. But is it something that you should go berserk for with? I don't think so. So might as well do build another figure just for kicks to get that ill feeling out of your system in case your G.I. Joe Classified Series Outback figure has been cancelled. So the G.I. Joe team member Outback or call sign Outback really sounds Australian to me. So who would better really fit that role than the Ravager Thor figure? Modern day conflicts are no longer fought in the deepest, densest, unexplored jungles unless you are in that unexplored deepest jungle to have a personal first-hand experience meeting a dogman or a Sasquatch. So good luck. But majority of modern conflicts are already in urban scenarios or settings. So this guy personally looks like a security contractor to me. Presenting my version of G.I. Joe Classified Series Outback. So a little bit of the traditional Outback in modern day form. So let us do a visual 360 of my custom kit bash, modified, or whatever you want to call it, G.I. Joe Unclassified Series Outback figure. The 1980s Outback and the present-day G.I. Joe Classified Series Outback, if you take a look at the head sculpt, somehow you would get that feel or vibe of the Chuck Norris feel. If especially you already watched the Delta Force series of movies wherein Chuck Norris is the primary character. So out with the old, in with the new. If you have watched the Netflix movie Extraction wherein we have Chris Hemsworth, then this is our modern day Outback. Urban warfare survival specialist, my G.I. Joe Unclassified Series Outback. So instead of discussing articulation points, if you are familiar with the Thor Ravager figure, then this is a really nice base body for a modern day Outback figure because we have pinless joints for the elbow and pinless joints for the knees, and we have a really nice platform to build to. Instead of taking the figure apart, it's already good to go, just add things to it. So let's start with the head. So the head has been changed to a different Marvel Legends Thor head sculpt. So with the jacket, I took out the red jacket and replaced the red jacket with this Valaverse Action Force jacket from the Sergeant Slaughter figure, so with the backpack. Now the equipment belt or ammunition holding or equipment belt with the knife attachment comes from a Marvel Legends Nuke figure. Now the green gloves, this comes from Marvel Legends Vulcan. The rollable sleeve protectors, the white sleeve protectors, are from a WWE wrestling figure. As to the specific character that I took it from, I no longer remember. So with the primary weapon, I already forgot which Marvel Legends figure this came from, but I'm positive that it came from a Marvel Legends figure. So for those of you who are familiar with this weapon type or has the character that this weapon belongs to, just comment down below. Now for the Shemag, instead of having that bandana over his head that is so 80-ish or retro 80s. So I gave this guy a shemag. The shemag comes from a G.I. Joe Classified Series stalker figure. So that somehow when you put that around the body to cover the print on the shirt of this Ravager Thor figure, it covers it up. But if you want that design exposed, you just pop out the head and take out the shemag, and there you go, you have still a working figure that you could still play with, and it still looks good actually with or without this piece. And instead of having that big print of survival thing on his shirt, or possibly that Hello Kitty pattern, I would just have that cool pattern of the 9 realms on the white shirt. So the cool thing with Action Force Valaverse accessories, especially the backpacks, they come with hidden storage. So just pop out the back and you could still store a pistol and a suppressor. So instead of having a holster attachment to the thigh, I could have the figure looking this nice and clean without so much attachments to the appendages of the figure. So it really looks nice and slimline instead of having a very busy looking figure with a lot of attachments on the appendages. So we have the pistol and the suppressor. So this is from a G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Officer, and this suppressor comes from a G.I. Joe Classified Series, the movie version of Snake Eyes, the Baroness figure. So the MP5 that comes with that figure has a suppressor, so I'm using that suppressor with this custom Outback figure. So nice and cool. Okay, so let's have that pistol on the figure, so in case he needs to fight indoors, so he won't hurt his eardrums, or if, for example, he needs to hunt small game, then a 22 pistol could already work for that kind of affair. So with indoor fighting, a 22 pistol also works if you do some nice headshots. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And actually, happiness can't be always both. So instead of fretting over the loss of or cancellation of my G.I. Joe Classified Series Outback figure, which I have waited for so long, instead I make myself one. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and see you on the next custom action figure review.